We dem Vidtorz, riding on the world tour. From Bama to East Coast to Boot to the big star. Love a known term, shout out to my co-star. Mr. and Mrs. doing big, baby, we dem Vidtorz.
Hey everybody, I'm George.
And I'm Ebony.
And today we're gonna record our first video documenting why we're moving out of the United States and reasons why we're choosing to do so. This journey is more about documenting our next chapter in life for our grandkids and our family. That way, when we're no longer here, they'll have this to be able to look back on and start implementing a lot of things that we're doing in their lives. So we're going to go ahead and get started as to why we're moving out of the States and what prompted us to do so.
So November of 24, I actually had a dream, and it was basically saying that we will be moving to Thailand, and it said Thailand in my dream. So I went on as far as January 25, and I basically brought it up to my husband at that point, letting him know that I asked him first, I said, how do you feel about moving to Thailand overseas? And he was like,
okay.
So at that moment, that's when I started watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos, doing a lot of research. My very first one that came about was watching Ashley Isaiah, and the next one was Antoinette. And
it's more to it than just jumping on a plane and saying I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You got to have a plan. You got to know exactly what you want to do, and you got to know what your purpose is. Yeah. And our purpose is to go out there and enjoy the world while doing things that's going to create legacy.
So what did traveling outside of the country open your eyes to?
Well, traveling outside of the country basically opened my eyes to how affordable it is, how the necessities of life are made affordable there as opposed to here. Yeah, the pay here in the United States is significantly higher, but being able to live, being able to function, being able to buy food is not equal. So when we visited Thailand back in October for our anniversary, we noticed a complete difference in how we felt, how our bodies function, and how it processed food over there.
Yeah.
And it's not in a bad way, not like, oh, I had the shits or oh, I had a stomach ache. It was one of those things like, oh man, my skin is clearing up. My skin feels moisturized without even having to put all the moisturizer on me, lotions and stuff like that. Oh, my digestion system is actually functioning correctly. I don't have to worry about taking Miralax or fiber or all this other stuff. It was just, and then when I ate, I wasn't tired. I felt energized. Affordability of being able to sustain life and have the necessities there to be able to afford it and be able to maintain without having to kill yourself is something worth looking into and exploring.
Yeah.
Not only that, you guys got to stop being afraid to start.
Of the unknown.
The unknown is going to always be there, but you're never going to know what you're going to accomplish or what you're capable of if you don't start. So you have to start. So let me ask you this then. Is the move about escaping problems or chasing a better life?
Everybody has problems. Everybody has situations that come up in life that we're not ready to face, deal with, or walk through. For us, we're going after a better life. So for me, every family, every person go through issues. It's how you handle those issues. Our way of living, our way of saying that we want better is actually going abroad, not staying in the U.S. basically. And I'm not knocking the U.S. What I'm basically saying is that if we can move overseas for the affordability, the not slaving ourselves day in and day out, then that's what we're going to do. What do you say?
I think, yeah, it's not about escaping problems. Problems going to be everywhere you go. It's more about us sustaining life, extending our life, and enjoying ourselves in the process. The best way to extend your life is to include happiness and laughter and all those good things that life has to offer. But if you're confined into your own situation, then the only thing you're doing is creating anxiety, depression, and stress.
Mm-hmm. So what fears did you have when I brought the question up to you if you wanted to move abroad?
Well, you know me, I like to do research. I like to plan, especially when the notion of leaving a job that has, took care of us for the last 6 years. You're gonna have those doubts and those questions in mind. So that was what my concern was. It wasn't the fact of will we have enough money. I mean, we can shake it. Yeah, that's pretty much taken care of. It was a matter of will we be able to help our kids if they need help. And when we sat down and actually looked at everything and started pulling down information, putting pen to paper, we saw that what,
it's better feasible for us to actually go over so we can better help them.
Right. So like I said, we have a comfortable life where we're at right now, but it's comfortable actually living life. Yeah, we travel, we do vacations all the time, but at the same token, we want more out of life. So we have to go where it's affordable so that we can sustain and extend life.
So where do you see us within the next 5 years?
I see us thriving. Got plans.
Exactly.
We got plans that's going to be executed the moment we step on ground. And those plans are going to filter into our grandkids, their grandkids. Those are our reasons why we're choosing. I mean, we can go into a lot of other details about family, how they react, friends, how they react, but we're not even going to go into that because you guys already know what was said.
Our reasons are our reasons. And it's not because we're running away. It's not because we can't afford the lifestyle here. It's simply because we're choosing better. We're choosing comfortability. We're choosing affordability. We're choosing a longer life.
We don't know what's going on. I just know that we want better for ourselves. We want better for our family. And the best way for us to do it in our minds and in our planning is to move abroad and start enjoying our life, traveling. And at the same token, we're still doing the things that we've been doing, saving, investing.
If not saving more.
Exactly. So, if you feel like this information was valuable or, you want to hear more, just, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, let us know how you in the comments what you think. Ask any questions. We're transparent as
yeah.
We're very transparent.
Open books.
If you need a rundown, I'll give you a rundown. I'll let you know everything to a certain point. You ain't getting my social. You ain't getting none of that stuff, but hey, we'll get you some information.
So until then, you guys, love you. See you later.
Tour, from Bama to the East Coast, the boot to the big star. Live unknown term. Shout out to my co-star, Mr. and Mrs. Doing